All right, Mr. Teleferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? There was a big-time trade in discussions. I'll just say it reached the level of discussions. I never think it got serious on the Memphis Grizzlies side. Here's what I can tell you. The Toronto Raptors placed a call over the last few days, and they offered up their all-star point guard, Kyle Lowry, and their big man, Valancuinas, for Marc Gasol of the Memphis Grizzlies and also his teammate in Mike Conley. So that would have been a mega deal. I can tell you this. The Grizzlies did reject the trade adamantly. They said they were not considering this offer. It just wasn't something that they wanted to do right now at this time. Memphis is looking to move Mike Conley and or Marc Gasol, but they felt as if though that offer just didn't make any sense, and I kind of agree with them. I would not make a move like that. I'm only trading Mike Conley and Marc Gasol to get younger and worse. That trading Kyle Lowry and Valancuinas, those are two good players in this league, right? Kyle Lowry is an all-star this year. All that trade does is probably makes Toronto better and make Memphis stay about where they are right now, give or take, right? That doesn't do anything. Kyle Lowry's morale is going to be super low. I think his morale is super low right now, even though his team's like number 2 in the East right now. I think he misses his guy, DeMar DeRozan. But all that does is, to me, honest to God truth, make everything about the same. Like, what do you do if you're the Memphis Grizzlies? Kyle Lowry is making about the same as Mike Conley, a little less. What does that do? And he's got another year left on his deal. Jonas has got another year left on his deal. Do you really want these guys? Do you really want the knockoff Mike Conley and Marc Gasol? What's the point of that? That would just be doing Toronto a favor. Toronto needs to get a third team involved, and I don't think the Grizzlies care about getting Jonas in return. You need to go find a pick. So trade Jonas somewhere else that can get you a top lottery pick or something like that in the draft next year. That's what the Memphis Grizzlies are looking for right now, just in case they lose their pick to the Boston Celtics. They're losing a lot of games right now. So I would say that trade made no sense for Memphis, and the Grizzlies rejected it adamantly. They said, nah, we ain't doing that one. We're cool on that one. We're just going to keep what we got. If that's a trade offer that we have on the table, we'd rather just keep our guys, Mike Conley, Marc Gasol. They have built in the community for years and years, right? What was the point? What would be the point of breaking it up to go get the knockoff Mike Conley and Marc Gasol and Kyle Lowry on the Valancuinas, and they're not going to be happy to play in Memphis? Like, what's the point of that? I think it's purposeless, and I understand why the Memphis Grizzlies told the Toronto Raptors no. I think the most telling thing is that the fact that Toronto Raptors have a really good record in the Eastern Conference, and they're still looking to move on from two of their premier guys. Like, they're still trying to make a trade. I know Jonas missed like a month or so with an injury a couple weeks back, right? And then we had Kyle Lowry, who's, again, all-star caliber, was leading the league in assists for the first month and a half, got injured, hadn't looked great since the injury. I'm just kind of confused, man. Like, you guys are in position. You can tell Toronto's going all in, and they're trying to do everything they can to make Kawhi Leonard happy. I'm not sure if that would have made Kawhi Leonard happy, making a trade of that magnitude middle of the season when what you guys have been doing has been working. I guess I would only imagine you got to talk to Kawhi Leonard before you make a move like that. But it's very telling to me that, look, if they lose Kawhi Leonard this summer, and I've heard this from multiple reports, if the Raptors lose Kawhi Leonard, and they already gave up DeRozan for Kawhi, and you lose Kawhi for nothing this summer because they're not making a trade to trade Kawhi, they're going to blow this team up and start over. It's no point anyway. Like, it's just, they're going to blow this team up and try to start over and go through the lottery, the draft again. It just didn't work. You know, to be honest with you, they just happened to play in the LeBron era. That is the reality of the situation. They had a really good team a few years. They were in the LeBron era, and they had nobody to match up with him. They never went and got a guy that could specifically lock down LeBron, and they never got over the hump. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Again, Memphis rejects the Toronto Raptors offer of Kyle Lowry and Valancuinas for Memphis's Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Teleferro.
Shout out to Mr. Teleferro.
You're watching Mr. Teleferro TV.
Mr. Teleferro TV, here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.